What's going on, guys? It's Dan here. Welcome to the game unboxing for March 29th. 19th, my bad. 19th, March 19th. We're not in the future yet. Anyway, we have two games on the lineup today. Two I'm actually really looking forward to. First up, we have The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, which is the first game actually based on the show. You play as Daryl, and you are with Merle as well. This is prior to meeting up with everybody, so this is prior to Season 1. And I am a huge fan of The Walking Dead. Can't wait for the next episode. Just watched the one that came out whenever. When was it? The Sunday episode, pretty badass. So you can't wait the next episode. So this is kind of like a tide to tide you over. I don't know how the gameplay is going to be. Something tells me it's not going to be all that special. It's probably just going to be like it's going to sell because of the title. So I really hope that's not the case. I do want to start this first, just because I want to try that out, just like see what the gameplay's like, because I know, which leads to my second game of the day, which I know Gears of War Judgment is, everyone's going to be doing Gears of War Judgment. Well, not everyone's going to be Walking Dead. So if you guys are waiting for my Gears of War Judgment gameplay, that's awesome. I'll get to it. I promise you'll get some today, because I'm going to play both games today. I guarantee you that right now. But some of you may have been maybe subscribers to other YouTubers who like to get games early and play them like years in advance before they're even like out. It drives me crazy. But anyways, that way, you know, this game gets some exposure when this one probably doesn't need it right now. So anyways, so that's the order I'm going to do it. But before we get to the Gears of War, I'll just start with Walking Dead. We'll be done in 2 seconds. You got yourself your game, the case on the back. Do you have what it takes to survive? I think I do. Plays Daryl alongside his brother Merle in an unforgiving prelude to the TV series. So I wonder if at the end of the game you meet up with the rest of the survivors, because you never really are explained how they all got there. But yeah, if you're wondering what's on the inside, that's it. I'm dead serious. Game disc and nothing. So yeah, the game disc. Now, in terms of Gears of War, I picked up a few things here. Just because I like Gears of War, I've always been a fan. I don't know how this game's going to be, but it's different. It's like what these franchises are doing is they are sorry, I'm just trying to think here. They are basically, when they run out of they finish up a series, like it's done. It's got a definitive ending. There's no way you can milk this anymore. What they do is make a prequel. Sorry. They did it with a lot of games, and quite frankly, I am a little tired of prequels because they're not always that good. But I love Gears of War. I've always loved the gameplay and the multiplayer, so I think I'll enjoy Gears of War Judgment. And I might have to get the original Team 8000 together to play some Gears of War multiplayer. That's what I'm thinking. But anyways, guys, that's Gears of War. Let's take a look at the inside. It's similar to Walking Dead, except... Sorry, I'll try and center that. You get yourself a full game download of Gears of War, the first game. And you also get an Xbox Live Gold trial for 2 days. I don't need the trial, but Gears of War 1, I don't have my Gears of War 1 anymore. I don't know what I did with it. I think I have Gears of War 2 and 3 in my collection. Gears of War 1 kind of up and left, so that's awesome. I may actually download that to have, because the original Gears of War was so much fun. I played the shit out of that game. So yeah, that's the code for that, and there's nothing else like this behind it. It's very simplistic. On the back, you do have your codes. With 6.27 gigabytes. That's fine, because mine has like... What? I think I still have like 200 gigs left on my Xbox 360's hard drive. Anyway, yeah. And then the 2-month goal, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But regardless, that's that. Now, also, as a pre-order bonus, you get yourself a couple of things. Pre-order Gears of War Judgment and receive the classic hammer burst. I was so good at the hammer burst, I had like a trigger finger like you wouldn't believe on that hammer burst. I could down a guy in seconds. And young Marcus and Alex Brand character skins. So young Marcus, this is like before the first one. I want to see what he looks like. Basically, he's like, well, younger. Not as much battle scarring. He's like all that, you know, silky smooth skin, you know, that sort of thing. And Alex Brand, I don't remember her I don't know, man, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, so there's 3 different codes. It's going to take a million years to actually enter. That's what I hate about 360 codes. There's so many. They're so long. But I'll be entering that in ASAP, so I'll just put this in my game case. Now on the back, we have ourselves Trust Your Guts. Okay, let's see. I don't know if you can see that very well. Sorry. That's a little better. In the immediate aftermath of Emergence Day, the fate of the world rests on the shoulders of young COG Lieutenant Damon Baird and his team, Kilo Squad. With everything on the line, Kilo must defy orders to save their besieged world from a horrifying new enemy. Nothing is off limits in this blockbuster prequel to one of the most celebrated franchises in gaming history. Okay, let me just read this a little better. Yeah, so your main character, the player 1 is playing as Baird, while player 2 would be playing as Cole. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's how they're doing it. Anyway, I also picked up while I was there the Gears of War strategy guide, the Gears of War Judgement Collector's Edition strategy guide. And there's a couple of reasons why I got this. Number 1, I love Gears of War, and like I mentioned last time with the Tomb Raider strategy guide, I am trying to kind of get strategy guides just as a collector's means, and it's good to have if I like to go back and get collectible things. Now, one of the other reasons I got this here, no, that's as far as it gets. This is the collector's edition, and they had it on price for the price of the regular ones. You know what I mean? Like because this is the only one they were selling. There was no other basic edition. So, also, you know, before I really open that and kind of show you the contents, I think, let me just make sure I know where it is before I start looking at stuff. Yeah, it's on the same area. Because it's the same people who made it's Brady Games. Brady Games makes these strategy guides. Anyway, you got yourself a DLC skin for the Lancer. Big game weapon skin. It's basically like giraffe print type camo, so that's interesting. We lead you through one of the most challenging and fast-paced Gears campaigns so far, including the Aftermath supplement. Created in Epic Studios, our walkthrough offers 2-tiered strategy, numbered highlights keyed to the level map for a quick outline, as well as a depth analysis for step-by-step detail. That's probably something you want for playing on the harder difficulties. But there's a lot of stuff here. Reveal every COG tag, like all the collectibles are in here. I may kind of glance at that to try and get all the COG tags in the first go. Wouldn't that be something? That way you guys can get your COG tags with me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's take a quick look into this. Beautiful color. I'll try and angle this so you guys can see it properly. The charges against you because Baird defied orders. Basic training. You know, gameplay modes. Here's some weapons. Love the torque bow and the long shot. 2 of my favorites. A lot of weapons we all know and love. And enemies we know and love. Although it's funny because not all these guys were in the original game, like Nemesis. Actually, that sounds familiar. No, that's not. That's different. But all your characters, where things are on the map. That's really handy dandy notebook. Anyway, so that's the collector's edition. I'll probably be using that to locate. I'll kind of skim through it and try and get the COGs, all the collectibles on the first go if possible. So, anyways, that is the. Sorry, I'll try and make a presentation for you guys. There we go. That is the unboxing for Gears of War Judgment and The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Stay tuned for both games. For those of you wondering what's going on with the games that I've, been playing the past couple weeks, I mentioned this in the last video I did. I'm still doing SimCity. I'm still doing Heart of the Swarm. I'm still doing God of War Ascension. You guys gotta just understand, it's tough to do all these games, especially with my new work schedule. Last week, I couldn't even work 2 nights because I got off a 14-hour shift. I'm not even kidding you. Twice, 14-hour shift. And by the time I got home, it was like 10:30, close to 11, and I had to be up by 6. So there's no time for any of that. So that's why I'm so behind right now. But fortunately, April is kind of a slow month, so I at least want to get some content out started and then work on them and then go back. I will finish it, I promise. I'll be doing the multiplayer. It's just going to take a little longer than normal until I can get this thing going. So anyways, guys, stay tuned for the gameplay. It's coming up as soon as possible. More Lego City Undercover too. I forgot to mention that. That's still coming. I don't know if you can see that right there, right over there. Yeah. But yeah, all that'll be coming. I have so much crap on the go. It's kind of exhausting, but hopefully I can get it all done. I have faith. If you guys have faith in me, I do. If need be, it'll bleed into April, meaning there won't be much in April, and I'll just work on this still in April, the games I haven't done. But hopefully I'll get the ones that came out the earliest done before April, so I can review them, because I still haven't had a chance to do that. And I still have to review Tomb Raider as well. Like, I'm done Tomb Raider, but I still got to review it. So, alright guys, stay tuned, take it easy, have a good one, and we'll see you in-game.